Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Monica KURJAN alongside KELCEY Norris. Today we're bringing you the latest in news, arts, and sports.
Up first, we'll take a look at some Thanksgiving and Christmas traditions on campus, the virtual farmers market in Austintown, and the weekly coronavirus update.
JambarTV in Youngstown, Ohio. This is your student news. With KELCEY Norris, Monica KURJAN, Gabrielle Owens, Abigail Cloutier, Thomas Kushner, and Ben Lulai. This is JambarTV.
November 20th, YSU President Jim Tressel announced changes to spring break. Next semester, the week-long spring break will be replaced with wellness days throughout the term. This includes a 4-day weekend in March and a 3-day weekend in April. In the email sent to students, Tressel said that travel associated with a longer spring break could increase the spread of the coronavirus. For more about the academic schedule next semester, keep up with thejambar.com and YSU's website.
Students focus on healthcare to bring social justice to campus and the community. This semester, the 5 current members of the Student Social Work Association focus on healthcare for social justice.
Before COVID, we would do a lot of the NAMI walks, as a group. But this year with COVID, it is kind of difficult. So we're trying to find a lot of virtual stuff that maybe they can go to.
Dean says student involvement directly impacts social justice on campus.
YSU pre-med and STEM majors have a chance for a great scholarship. The Choose Ohio First program provides both financial help and hands-on experience.
I think the problem that America faces is that we don't tend to want to hear the other side. Mm-hmm. And so you have political parties, you'll have Republicans or Democrats that will submit legislation, and because it was submitted by a Republican or because it was submitted by a Democrat, they won't even consider it. They won't look at it.
For more information on both of these programs, students can contact Emily Brown.
Members of YSU explained tensions within both political parties after the recent election and offer advice on how to unite as a country. Shannon Jackson Leftwich explains why there is still hostility on both sides. She suggests people focus more on what unites the country rather than what separates it.
This Thanksgiving, a feeling of uncertainty was served to some students as the coronavirus continued into the holiday season. Thankfully, despite the operation hours listed, services on campus like the Penguin Pantry and student counseling services were available to help students on campus still.
We're very excited to have this so that students have an opportunity to be in touch with a mental health professional regardless of whether we're open or not.
The after-hours service connects students and staff with a mental health professional at any time. SGA members help students fill out applications and supply food from the Penguin Pantry service.
In the United States, we share pumpkin pie and exchange many gifts. International students and faculty share some of their country's holiday traditions. For New Year's in Ecuador, a papier-mâché doll and old clothes symbolizes the old year. Friends dress in costumes and collect coins to pay for the old year's funeral. In the UK, Britons eat Christmas pudding, pigs in a blanket, and roasted parsnips. They exchange gifts and link arms to open Christmas crackers or small decorations with prizes inside. Junior marketing major Judin Balela is from Italy.
For Christmas, well, of course, it's about family and so on. We usually follow everyone does something, when we gather with relatives. And after lunch, which usually it's, pasta, of course. Pasta and broth is very common, but it's cold. We have common games like bingo and all this, how do you call them, board games?
In Puerto Rico, children receive gifts in small boxes for Three Kings Day. Family meals, music, and fireworks are traditional activities during the holidays.
This year, the Austintown Farmers Market offers a virtual alternative to support local small businesses. From homemade confections to handcrafted goods, the virtual market hosts vendors like Diva Donations and Buckeyes and more online this holiday season. YSU alumna Sarah Dravison creates and sells masks, hair accessories, and wooden signs at the market through her business, A Smidgen of Everything.
Maybe just support local businesses. There's a ton of great vendors, so it's not obviously just me, but there's amazing vendors out there. They sell numerous types of products. So even if you don't like anything from my shop, go out there, go online. You can search through it.
For more information or to place some orders, visit Austintown Farmers Market website or Facebook page.
If you've noticed new and shiny YSU brandings around campus, you're not alone. 9 steel Ys have been placed around campus. The block Ys stand at 7 feet tall, painted in different YSU colors. They're spread out from KELCEY House to the ticket office at Stambaugh Auditorium. Other locations include the M82 parking lot and 5th Avenue. Dave Dybel of Boardman Steel built and donated the new fixtures. Dybel was also the former chair of the Board of Trustees. Graduates and students are taking advantage of the new installations to show their campus pride.
Just before Thanksgiving break, YSU announced the rest of fall semester would be online. These student-run organizations creatively adapted to the switch. Alpha Chi Delta member Olivia Wall says the sorority now holds events like fundraisers on social media instead of in person.
We already had a server in place before the pandemic started. So it was a pretty easy transition to just start doing online group chats.
Anime and Manga Club President Nathan Williams says the club was able to meet in person for the majority of the semester, but since Thanksgiving break, they only meet using the popular voice chat app, Discord.
We do a lot of like social media bingo cards to try to raise money, and it's also, there's been a lot of fundraising through Facebook or through emailing people and telling them our story and why we're trying to raise money. So it's been more of trying to do that rather than like having an event through Zoom or WebEx or something like that.
Student organization members hope the clubs continue to be an escape from the stress of the pandemic.
YSU's environmental science faculty and students teamed up to make a positive change for the environment someday, the world. JAMBAR reporter Douglas Campbell has more on this sprouting initiative.
YSU's Legacy Forest program came out here November 19th to begin planting trees for every incoming freshman. Lauren Schroeder, an emeritus professor, explains the impact of this project.
This project will demonstrate the severity of climate warming and how we can become engaged in combating it. It's the most serious problem that the young people face in this generation. And that by activities like this, we demonstrate how serious it is and what we can do about it.
With COVID precautions necessary, we kept it to just a fewer number of volunteers. My students came out, and so that was about 20 or so students we had in my class, and then other volunteers.
Student volunteers like Christina Corderillo is excited to be a part of the project and hopes it inspires change.
I hope it'll spread some awareness about our current situation with the environment, and I hope people kind of realize what's happening and that our school is trying to actually do something about it.
The project was 100% donor funded through the YSU Foundation. Their donation financed Legacy Forest's purchase of trees. 5 species of trees were planted, which include white pine, sycamore, black gum, sugar maple, and tulip poplar. The donor-funded program planted 600 trees so far and planned to plant 1,200 more in the spring. I'm Douglas Campbell for JambarTV.
A senior who helped start the Legacy Forest Initiative. But first, Thomas Kushner is on campus to bring us the latest in YSU's coronavirus news.
Thanks, Monica. Though online classes has campus nearly deserted, YSU continues to report additional coronavirus cases. Monday, the university confirmed 29 new cases of COVID-19, nearly half of last week's 60. Most of these cases come from students who live off campus, a continuing trend for this semester, and 5 cases are from university employees. Locally, Mahoning County remains in the red zone, and this week, the Ohio Department of Health reports incomplete data on cases after a surge in testing. For the latest coronavirus information, check out YSU's coronavirus dashboard and the Ohio Department of Health. Up next, Abigail Cloutier sits down with a member of the Legacy Forest program, so stay tuned.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm why I'm proud.
Hey kid, you wanna try some exercise?
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Abigail Cloutier, and today I'm here with Mason Borowitz, a senior environmental studies major involved with the Legacy Forest program. So, Mason, tell me about how the tree planting initiative on campus got started.
Sure. So we were just looking for different ways that we could engage in some direct action to combat climate change on campus. And basically, carbon is the engine that drives climate change, and our only two methods to reduce the carbon in the atmosphere are to either reduce consumption or to sequester it from the air. And what we're doing is we're sequestering it from the air through the use of microforests. And we plan on planting 1 tree for every incoming YSU student on different properties all over Youngstown that are owned by the university. And we plan on removing some carbon from the atmosphere that way and give the students, something hands-on to do and combat climate change.
For sure. So how did you end up getting involved in starting this initiative?
Yeah, so Dr. McLean was looking for some students to sort of like help organize things, like in the broad sense, organize like the logos and the social media and stuff like that. And she called out to a couple of students and asked if anyone was interested in volunteering, and I said yes, for sure. So it's a good decision.
So I know the goal is to offset carbon emissions as much as possible. So, and how did the most recent tree planting event go, and where was it located?
Yeah, so today we planted about 600 streets at a property owned by YSU on North Hines Street. And every acre of forest will remove about 8 tons of carbon dioxide from the air. Every resident of the Mahoning Valley contributes about 19 tons of carbon dioxide to the air. So we hope to be able to expand our project and plant some more microforests in the future, and give students something that they can work on and come back to in future years to come.
Absolutely. And is there anything that you are personally looking forward to with the initiative in the future, and where's the initiative headed?
Yeah, actually, I really look forward to the chance to be able to watch it grow and kind of see like the trees start to like grow like from like little sprouts and little seedlings, and just to kind of see the project take off. Hopefully we're able to get the community to kind of like rally behind us and get some more students to sign up. But I'm really optimistic for the future of where the project's headed.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on the show and talking to us. Next, Gabrielle Owens will give us our arts and entertainment update, so stay tuned.
Thank you.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud. You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Welcome back to Jambar TV. I'm Krista Ritz, standing in for Gabrielle Owens. YSU's Andrews Student Recreation Center is finding new ways to stave off quarantine boredom and hunger. Jambar reporter Gabrielle Owens has more.
Many college students may find cooking a challenge while living on campus. Ryan McNicholas said he and Michael Haney worked together to create the virtual cooking event for students.
It is a cooking event to show students how to make some dishes in their residence halls or apartments that they could do very easily in a...
Students can view the event on the YSU Campus Rec YouTube page or on their website. Michael Haney has been cooking since he was 15 years old, and he received his degree in culinary arts. This allows him to give students professional cooking tips while they prepare their meals. Each cooking event consists of 20 to 30 minutes of content for students to follow along.
So it's all ingredients that students could easily get and have in their residence halls, and then just be able to quickly cook to kind of break the monotony of eating on campus.
I'm Gabrielle Owens reporting for Jambar TV.
This semester, our Bachelor of Fine Arts expedition looks a little bit different. There will be strict capacity limits of 7 people per gallery. The traditional student banquet was canceled as a safety precaution. Traditionally, students invited friends and family to the reception. While this year was different, some students said the pandemic inspired them to try new mediums and use their art skills to help others. The show will feature some work by recent YSU graduates.
We did invite those students to show now if they wanted to. We figured that there would be a small group who would still be interested in doing that, and we had enough room.
The exhibition will be open to public through December 12th. While the art exhibitions go on, the English department dives into modern mythology. Suzanne Diamond is an English professor at YSU. Her interest in true crime led to many publications, like an essay on a famous female serial killer. Diamond says mythology isn't something that was only created in the past.
Myth-making is something we continue to do. Yourself is an ongoing story. We are stories that we tell ourselves. So tell yourself a really good one.
After the break, Ben Lulai gives us a look into YSU sports, so stay tuned.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the JAMBAR and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
As a former quarterback here at Youngstown State, I understand what it takes to be the very best. By becoming a member of the Penguin Club, you can help provide the support necessary for all YSU student athletes to be their very best. You'll receive great benefits like priority season tickets, game day parking, and access to hospitality rooms. To join the Penguin Club, call 330-941-1YSU or go to ysusports.com.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Ben Lulay with your sports news. Kids often look up to athletes as role models. This semester, YSU athletes partnered with Big Brothers, Big Sisters and the Youngstown Community Initiative to reduce violence through a mentorship program. Athletes across all sports at YSU joined the program to share life lessons with kids. One big brother from the football team, Antoine Cook, shared his experience.
Helping me understand that, life is short and to appreciate every little moment and every little thing. And, other people's lives could be either worse or better. It doesn't matter. You still want to brighten someone's day.
If you want to get your child involved in the program, contact the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Mahoning Valley. Hopefully in the spring, we'll see some of our athlete mentors on the field. But this week in YSU sports history, we're remembering a different success of Youngstown State football during the 1990s. That decade, the Penguins won 4 national championships, led by then-coach Jim Tressel. YSU's first championship came in 1991 when they defeated Marshall 25-17. Though they lost the title game the following season, the Penguins won back-to-back championships in 1993 and 1994. YSU met Marshall again in the title game, defeating the Thundering Herd 17-5 en route to the program's second football championship. The Penguins repeated as champions in 1994 when they defeated Boise State 28-14. Youngstown State's final national championship of the decade came in 1997. The Penguins overcame a second-half deficit against McNeese State and won 10-9, capturing their 4th title in 7 seasons. But our football team isn't the only sport at YSU with a long and accomplished history. JAMBAR reporter and Rundown host Kyle Willis hit the streets to see how much students really know about YSU athletics, so stay tuned.
This week we're going to be introducing a new segment called the midterm exam. The concept of the midterm exam is we're going to go around and ask people 5 questions about the history of YSU. With that being said, let's see how our fellow Penguins fared off in our first ever midterm exam.
My name is Patrick Lorelli. I am a sophomore and I'm studying civil engineering.
My name is Dean DeSanto. I am a junior and I'm a finance major.
My name is Dylan Todd. I'm a senior and I'm an accounting major here at YSU.
The first question that I have for you is, what record did YSU football finish with last year? Is it A, 4-8, B, 6-6, C, 8-4, or D, 5-7?
B, 6-6.
B, 6-6.
5-7.
Close. They finished at B, 6-6.
Oh.
The second question, what year did YSU get the nickname the Penguins? Was it A, 1933, B, 1939, C, 1944, or D, 1951?
I'm going to have to go with A, 1933.
What was B?
1939.
I'm gonna go B, 1939.
Going C.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is A, 1933. The third question we have for you is, what year did Pete the Penguin make his first appearance as YSU's mascot?
Okay.
Is it A, 1930, B, 1939, C, 1944, or D, 1951?
Is it B, 39?
C, 1944.
I'm gonna go with 1939 again.
Dean, you are 2 for 3 so far. That is correct.
All right.
The fourth question that we have is, what year did Jim Trussell become president of Youngstown State?
That's seriously a good one.
Is it A, 2008, B, 2012, C, 2014, or D, 2017?
It's one of the last two, I think. I'm gonna go with 2014.
14. C.
I'm going to have to go with C, 2014.
That is correct, Pat. You are 3 for 4 so far. And the final question, what conference do the majority of YSU sports play in? Is it A, Missouri Valley, B, Ohio Valley, C, the Pac-12, or D, the Horizon?
D, the Horizon.
Well, football is Missouri Valley, but you said majority. I think that's Horizon.
Dean, you finished 4 or 5 on our exam. Congratulations on your performance.
Thank you.
You do know a decent amount according to our 5 questions.
According to the questions,
According to the questions, you know a lot about the history of YSU. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having me.
The Horizon League.
That is correct. After a slow start, you picked it up at the end, finished 3 for 5.
I'll take it. All right.
Thank you for participating, and congrats on your performance today.
Thanks for having me.
Pat, you've had a great showing on this exam so far. You finished 4 for 5, so congratulations on that.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Kyle. That'll do it for this week's episode of Jambar TV. Thank you all for such an amazing semester. We hope you stay safe and enjoy your break, and we'll see you back here in January.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the JAMBAR and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Support for Jambar TV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.